Her Excellency Dr. Amany Asfour, President of the Africa Business Council, to share a goodwill message with us. Dr. Amany, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. It's really an honor and pleasure to be with such great ladies and distinguished guests for this very important gathering of the launch for the validation workshop for the work plan. I believe women in mining is a huge, crucial, important initiative for all our continent. I am giving my remarks from ONGA, from United Nations General Assembly in New York. And if you are here, you will hear all the African leaders, presidents, policy organs talking about how we can manage our own mineral resources, how we are able to empower our small-scale artisana, our women in mining, for value addition, beneficiation, and industrialization. My dear distinguished guests and sisters, this is really the time that we as African women, we as the private sector, come together and put the pillars of engagement. So as Africa Business Council, we have 3 pillars that we call them the triad of empowerment. That is very important, which is first pillar is private sector strengthening, including SMEs, women and youth. So we need to empower our women in the mining sector, to see how we are able to equip them with the technology, with the financing, with the information, with the markets. And the second pillar is about policy advocacy, how we have our policy organs and all our leaders to give the policy that for investment in the mineral sector, investment in financing our women in mining, investment, and see how we are able to have value addition beneficiation for our raw materials. And the third pillar, my dear sisters, is about P again, product development, how we transform our minerals into end product. And this will conclude all the minerals on the continent. For instance, like gemstones. You know that gemstones actually goes to Jaipur, India, to be cut and polished in India, and then big markets come and buy from there. It's time we have our own African centers for cutting and polishing our own stones, to see how we have lapidaries across the continent, to have our connection through the women in mining and all the institutions, to put a roadmap for investment in the sector. And doing that, actually, we are hosting in Cairo, inshallah, the CAMRAD, which is the Congress for Mineral Resources Development, 1 to 3 October, with the main theme of value addition, industrialization, and local content strengthening for our African raw materials. So it is time, my dear sister, that we come together as institution, and we will be happy as Africa Business Council to see how we have this empowerment of our SMEs, women and youth, through business facilitation, through trade linkages, through policy advocacy, and of course capacity building for all our women, and to see how we are able together to transform our raw materials into and the product, to have a made in Africa product which is competitive, value added, and high quality. I don't know if you still hear me, or
Loud and clear, madam.
Yes, you can hear. You still hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. We can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. So having said that, we really, the plan of action of the WiM aligns strongly with our strategic plan of Africa Business Council 2040 and 2026, which prioritized our women in mining. And just to let you, just a small story. You know, I was in Italy for the biggest jewelry show in the whole world. It's called Vicenza Oro. And the first window, you can see a huge necklace, which is made of diamond and emerald. And I asked how much it was. It was 500,000 euro. I asked from where is the emerald, they said proudly from Zambia. And I looked at all the exhibition. Not a single person from Africa was there in this big exhibition where they have our own gemstones, our own diamond, our own emerald, but it is not us as African who are really benefiting for this. It's time to change the narrative. Next year, I took 9 women in mining to exhibit there. It's time that the international market is coming to source directly from us as African women, and we empower our own people with reference to cutting and polishing, and not only gemstones, but all the mining. We see that 2030 will have 300 million electrical vehicles. Who is going to industrialize the lithium batteries? It is us in Africa. So we need to work together and to see how we are able to strengthen our private sector, including SMEs, women and youth. And we will happy as Africa Business Council to come together, because we believe our minerals is our own ownership of our African people that need to benefit from it, especially women in mining. Happy to be here with you, and I'm honored to be with you together. And let us work together to have the real prosperity, the Africa we want, that we are working together to have the real prosperity through value addition beneficiation. And in all my speeches at the end, I always say, we can do it, Africa, to be prosperous, and we are always challenging our African leaders when they say they want Africa free from hunger, free from disease, free from poverty, free from illiteracy. Say no. Value addition, beneficiation, and industrialization will not have Africa free from hunger, but well-nourished, not free from illiteracy, but well-educated, not free from disease, but healthy, not free from poverty, but wealthy. This is the Africa we want. Thank you, my dear sisters.
That's right. Thank you so much. We can do it. We deeply appreciate your words, Dr. Asfour, and the African Business Council's ongoing role in strengthening women's participation in business and value chains across Africa. Thank you so much, ma'am.
My pleasure.
Excellencies, distinguished ladies, esteemed colleagues and partners, we now move to a very important part of today's program,